She brought shame to him because he can still leave. He's not the husband.
He's still going to be there.
Which is why I said God go with him.
But she brings shame. Alright. The good thing about this is that she didn't expose his name.
Is it good though?
But either way, I'm sure people are going to figure out who it is. This is Jamaica after all.
The women are going to figure it out almost immediately.
Just
Some men may take a while.
and this
Her
goes
mom probably.
no, this just goes back to what the theme of the whole segment tonight. Men are dogs. But name one man who is going to
Yeah, but paternity fraud has never been below 60%.
without the stats, Dario. When has a man ever impregnated a woman outside of his relationship and lied about it?
Well, there are men with like two separate families. But
True,
I mean,
but
again,
when has he
versus
lied?
women who give jackets like
When has
24/7.
he lied? Even if him comes and not give the full story, you still go realize how the man have some form of other pitney.
Yeah.
You know, grow in Spanish Town, come back at the gas station, go for GC, and then you find out boom.
Yeah, I mean, you cuss men about baby mama drama, but like, how about women giving illegitimate children?
Now, how about women trying to pawn off children that has nothing to do with the man off of on them? Because it's your responsibility, bitch. I will use a hammer and knock you out, and I'm not bounty.
And I mean, look at even in the United States, once you sign that birth certificate,
You're
the
dead.
child is yours,
You're dead.
even if it's not yours.
That's
You're
why you don't.
done.
That's why you read the fine print. It's just amusing to
And
me that women still have this notion where men are inherently evil. I'm convinced if Hitler was a woman, the world would be a far darker place.
he probably would have been justified.
Justified how?
The Jews broke his nail.
I know that was supposed to like be very funny, but like just I think about that just make me just even angrier. I'm sorry. I'll calm down.
Am I wrong?
Nope,
Yep.
you're not. Why is Bradshaw going in and out?
He's dark and he's formulating. He's trying to come out and sound like a human as opposed to a monster.
Hold on.
Just
Yes, sir, Bradshaw.
when I say just why Andrea go in and out? I mean, I can give you a few good reasons why me I go in and out, but I don't want we get kicked off of this platform just because. So I'm just saying. I mean,
Me neither.
you open the door, so I'm just saying. I could give you a few reasons why I'm.
Hold on. No. Before you continue, let's be fair to the controversial topics community. If we were supposed to be cancelled, I think I would have gotten us cancelled when which episode made it get really emotional and dark again. Yes, one episode about relationships where we were talking about the cheating rates between men and women. Yeah. I think if we were supposed to get cancelled, I would have gotten cancelled by some SJW bitch or something like that. Anyways, say what you will, Bradshaw. I'm pretty sure that when they see this, I mean, it's not.
I would have gotten us cancelled on the trans episode.
Sir, no one gives a shit about them. They're fake. They're not even a sex yet. So
They're delusional, not fake.
They're not a sex yet, so they don't even exist. You can't acknowledge something that doesn't exist now, can you? Anyways.
Hold on. You say wait a sec. You can't admit someone.
Okay, so she did some dumb.
Dario say he would get cancelled for being transgender rant, but me I tell him say, yo, you can't acknowledge agenda that doesn't technically exist yet.
It does. It does. Don't let's not be those people. It does exist. Just not many of them exist, but it does exist. Why that small 1.7%
They
of
don't.
people still not know? But again, the 4.7% of
Okay,
people know.
first and foremost, in case you guys didn't know, gender fluid is a thing. It's called being a hermaphrodite. Not someone who jumps up one day and says, I don't like being a boy, but I don't want to be a girl either. So I want to be both or multiple. So I'm gender fluid. There are actual biological, anatomical, and physiological gender fluid people, not people with delusions that they're gender fluid.
I mean, wasn't there like a case for one of them TV shows where someone actually their body just changed into a woman? Believe I watched that show fully, and that wasn't because
and
they
that was natural.
and that wasn't any biological means to. You know what? I'm trying not to be an asshole to these people.
Anyway, we're not talking about trans tonight. Let's skip. Let's go.
Yeah. Bradshaw, your thoughts on everything I spoke about in that lovely passage.
Give me the clip notes on this. I was, in and out. I was busy.
Okay, so she wanted money. Was talking to her father's friend, a neighbor / father's friend about it, and he offered to give her the money, 100,000 Jamaican dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And he is like, yeah, I'll give you in exchange for sex. She said yes, thinking he was joking. That sounds like bullshit, but anyway, he was like, when next will you be alone? She told him, he drew the money, went over, and she was backing out, asked if she could get the money as a loan, and he's like, nah, that wasn't the deal. Drop them drawers, or I'm leaving. And when he was leaving, she held up, she dropped her drawers and was like, yo, give me the money. And he proceeded to have sex with her. She said she didn't even realize that he wasn't using a condom. And now she's pregnant. The boyfriend realizes that he isn't the father. But for whatever reason, he's still sticking around. And her father doesn't actually know that his virgin knocked her up. And she hasn't said, oh, and the friend is also saying he'll give her money, take care of the child, but don't call his name. So now she's in a dilemma as to what to do.
All right. So, first off, what did she need the money for?
Apparently, the boyfriend was having a rough time. Apparently, taking care of both of them. Usual rough patches probably not have a decent. Probably work around car center. Let's be genuine. And she said, and I quote, he asked if her boyfriend doesn't do his job, and she said, oh, he does, he's just not enough. So, yeah.
Okay. Does she work?
Doesn't look like it. Doesn't sound like it either.
Not sure if she does, to be honest.
All right, so let's see. So the boyfriend works a not so good job. She barely works, from my understanding, from what I'm hearing.
Yep.
She probably works part-time, if at all.
The guy, the father friend, makes up front say, a pum pum in defend.
Yep.
Originally she agreed. Then last minute she back up, but then the love of money pull her back into the agreement.
Yep.
Word of demons, Anyways, now people have them seen all the whole year. Yeah. Anyhow, enough of them are demons. Yeah, demon no run women. What's I about that? Oh, so yeah, so from when we get the fact say it had to take the man pulling out of the agreement. She should have been on her P's and Q's after that. That's negligence on fear part.
No,
Because
me finally find the end part of the story. Me never find. Yeah,
because
every time I see him come to the house, my spirit gets crossed because I know that although I let him into this, he did not have to get me pregnant. Wow. Every day I am hoping that I could convince my boyfriend to let me register the child in his name. Yeah, if this motherfucker ever allow her to do that, you see. Anyways, continue, Bradshaw.
Technically, he's not a motherfucker.
Respect to a man who can do them things.
Technically, he is not a motherfucker.
Yet.
Yet. But alright, so people don't understand say there's a love for money, just as there's a love for salvation, just as there's a love for the devil, yeah? Man can say, we are motivated for money in all different ways because a man say money though is not the root of all evil, although I don't want to call him the controversial pastor in quotation marks. There's a plenty of examples of what evils of money can do. Just as much as we can give examples of the good money can do. Technically, money is not either good nor evil. It's the actions behind it. That enough people don't understand. You understand me? So the motivation, this has to be a her situation, even though I don't want to blame it all on her. At the end of the day, there's so many negatives.
I'm blaming it all on her because if it was a man, it would be his fault and his fault alone. Continue.
We're not done yet. Well, society, unfortunately. But the reason why we kind of a level of Ray, but yeah, a good portion of the blame does fall on her, unfortunately, because
all
right, all there though, damn.
No, that's my opinion. I'm just saying that's my opinion. Doesn't have to be yours.
Yeah. But I mean, that's a clear-cut, dry situation. Men are very straight. I'm tell most people why most women like, oh, I gave him my all, I gave him my heart, but he just turned around and be a fuckboy. I said, we'll come again. Tell me the initial conversation you and that man had. He said he was looking for anything serious.
I know the worst part. She will tell you a summary of the story, and with that summary alone, you can pick apart everything that was wrong with the relationship.
Yeah, because it has to be edited. Because, all right, have you ever heard
she
a
can
woman
lie to you, and you can find the truth in it.
Yeah, have you ever heard a woman defend herself in a situation where she should have simply said no, and then when they hear she try to break
Kevin Samuels.
Oh, exactly.
No, we never forgot this. Our podcast 2 weeks ago, which I deleted off of my computer.
Our podcast 2 weeks ago.
That is the best example I can give you. Like, did you not hear those two girls defending what cannot be defended?
Cognitive dissonance, I get it, but no matter how much facts the one in the background who won't show her face on the podcast, she talk with such conviction, and I'm like, okay, we aren't the same caliber of men you fuck with. There's a difference.
Hey, as me and Doe always say, she of all persons should know better. She of all persons should know better than to talk nonsense around me and Doe.
Well, I know. Remember, even in the group, I post. All right, so in this week, I posted something on my WhatsApp status saying, "Women spoil men to act right, and you'll see. A friend of mine commented and said, not these Jamaican women. They just want you to spend money on them and then use you and leave you. I'm like, excuse me. Maybe you need to associate with better women because I've had women spoil me before.
Yeah. That's all it really boiled down to. I must say, men are suffering from the same cognitive dissonance as women, just in a different way. And that's a truth. Most man, I know a man who have good woman when me a grow up, good girl. I follow him from high school. But as soon as he reach college, the big body, green eye, straight hair, big lip, browning, that him jump on.
Makeup.
Left him good girl who been there the whole way through. We got there with Big Batty Browning, right? Come to find out that Big Batty Browning have around 4 or 5 of him on the roster. I think he was her only, no? I'm gonna catch something. Society would have looked on that man and tell him say him careless. No man have to take him up, no woman have to take him up. And for dead a bush. And the list goes on. But on the flip side, we live in a society where if it was the woman who go pick up herself and got there with this man who a sex down.
Oh, forgive her. She just had a rough time.
Whole netball team. Because I don't know why society paint it like a woman or children who can't help that who don't know right from wrong. Me don't know a girl.
Pony, my little pony. Must that the song they sing when them all whenever say this something?
No idea. That time I know a girl who know about a KCU to where I go as football, I go to school. Football man. And no offense, majority of football them are a clown, waste man. No offense. But yeah, offense.
No offense, but offended.
Yeah. Long story. But the point still remain. She knows that this man a fuck up all of St. Hughes. He knows this man a fuck up part of Alpha. She knows this man a fuck up part of Queens. But she still got just with all of that in her head. Know this youth has sex have much different girls' school. My name is a girls' school. And still go bring the game. And she go catch something. And then after that, she cussing him is John crime and shit and him is this. I said, no. Andrew, you have to defend him, I said, I'm not defend him per se. I defend the point where you're supposed to have common sense. That's why I say. If you know so the man near Mucky Road, why would you give you didn't make him wear a rubber? What the hell? Oh, because him say, the last 2 girls him talk to, them go say them rape and him say him not even girl rape. Translation. So she put fear own life in jeopardy because him say him don't want to wear it. I'm like, you're fucking dumb. You're fucking dumb. Thank you. I'm not saying if I hurt her feelings, but the truth had to be said. You are fucking stupid. And anybody
sorry to cut you, but can we just stop saying like when we say something truthful that it's hurtful? Again, like if you're black and I call you black, it's just the truth. If you're a man and I call you a man, it is the truth. If you're a fucking moron and I call you a fucking moron, it is the truth.
Same me look on it too. And I mean it grieves me because there's so many women will hear that and jump up and say, oh, you're being unfair. I say, Will, hold on. How is that unfair though? And there are people who are going to hear what I just said about the footballer and the girl and how she knows that he might have sex with more than 15 or more women. But what? Is our preference? You can't say that. You don't know if she can change him. These are the typical answers women give me when they're called to be accountable. What kind of nonsense that? Anybody that them right mind know what you have said don't make no fucking sense. How you gonna make a man who has sex more than 15 women tell you say him don't want to use no
15
condom?
that you know about.
Majority, you know. Ah, yeah, there you go. Yeah, that you know of. That you know of. And remember, you know, this information is being distributed to her through other females. So I'm like, so what if I'm making him hit raw? If not married you, clearly he's not your boyfriend.
And he's just shooting up the club.
So why would you let him, you know, rob the place with nothing? Protect himself, I protect you.
The man is shooting up the club, and y'all ain't even old enough to go clubbing.
Yo, I never say, oh, it hurts because, you know, you don't sound sexist, you don't sound sexist. I can
You
give you
sound dumb.
examples. Exactly. But, may I say, I can give examples of which and where women control the situation and still fuck up. And I'm like, what? I'm like, make that make sense. I say men are only think with the cock and so forth. So how a man who think with him cock manage to cock you down?
That think with that
Clearly,
you have a brain.
I'm saying clearly, if he's such a sex addict and you are well aware that he's a sex addict, that means that you're supposed to be prepared or at least ready, anticipate what he's coming with or what's his agenda. But yet they still fall into the trap. That's what I'm saying, and I feel away, you know. My
It's
daughter,
not a trap if you walk in there willingly.
well, I'm gonna say my daughter is a woman too. I'm gonna say no matter how much my guide her, no matter how much my teach her, no matter how much I would like her to be the best, you know, well-rounded, well-grounded woman there is, she's still woman. And I say that to offend no one, and then the stating a fact, which means where I can sever my emotions behind my decision making. She's not, and I would like, but you know, if she's not as fortunate,
Or as adept.
you understand me? So I can think, I can rationalize things logically. I'm not so caught up in my feelings to say, well, she's smart. I can't believe it. She make up a waste man, you know, get peace. I don't know where am I, and that's the next thing most people even understand. Mindset is the next thing. You have women who will sleep with a man because of a certain situation or a certain, you know, what may I look for? Not the situation. Certain conditions are met, or them unfortunately where she would have sex with said man, but she don't want said man. And these are the situations where most women get knocked because you get little one waste man a piece. Why you think that this man have to wait after your friends on this man to 7 months? When he finally get peace, I think him have a why someone don't believe say no offense, betas are waste man are the pookies and rays of the world. Why when a good woman can bat him off and run him and when she finally give him peace, whether it be, you know, him last the test of time or she just can't, she just say, you know what, can you have a woman who do that too? Just give her one fuck and just get rid of him. Cause it's a one sexy man look. You know? God. And some man really just
Question when you're done.
Huh?
Question when you finish.
Okay. Yeah, she give me one piece and then, you know, I'm gone boy in business. But again, I don't believe, say, you know, whatever you're going through should be a good enough reason to put your life and his life in jeopardy just because you wanted a nut too. No, why sadly a woman can't get nuts. Yeah, they can.
My
Just
question is, if this woman, if this good woman is only fucking waste men, is she actually a good woman?
she's a compromised woman. I wouldn't say she's bad because
No, I'm not talking about a woman who's just getting a nut. I'm talking about going into full-on relationships, long-term relationships with just fuck boys after fuck boy after fuck boy.
well,
She's gonna learn today.
Is she actually a good woman?
she's an insecure woman. She's not bad per se. Again, it all boils down to context. Cause I know, right? It almost sounds like I'm defending these hoes, but it's
It's not.
well, I know, but I mean, I'm trying to look from a different perspective because I mean, I could always just follow the narrative, jump on the wagon, and say, "Fuck these hoes! The whole of my crosses and Dr. Real and ah!" But no, none of that.
Hold
No.
on, what?
Anyways,
What?
moving.
Hold on. How my name get dragged into this? When have I ever been such an asshole? I mean, I have been, but when?
But then you just contradict yourself. Anyways, moving forward. So,
No,
but
but
that,
no, hold on. Have I never been like serious where I don't be an asshole full on? Like
Yeah.
never.
yeah, you have.
It's a give me one, Dario. Fuck off.
Once every blue moon. Anyways,
My business partners, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I better them.
so
Okay,
yeah,
my
so
thing is this. Relationships are always reflective.
agreed.
They reflect either your insecurity or
Some,
just your issues.
yep,
Sometimes both.
yep.
Why do you think men who are super abusive always have super docile, super low self-esteem women? You're not going to find a sensible, high self-esteem woman with him.
Of course,
His issues, his anger issues, were compatible with her insecurity issues. She is with him because she feels like that is what she deserves. And his anger issues are whatever issues the man has, or his darkness issues, his toxicity, is
hell, like
compatible with her because he thinks that that's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to take charge of his partner. She's supposed to be his property as opposed to his partner.
mm-hmm. Do you want to know something very
So
weird?
relationships have always worked.
Some don't mean it right, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
So I mean,
But
if you are consistently or continuously in this type of relationship or in the same type or types of relationships, meeting the same type of guy with a different face or a different name, but treats you the exact same way, to quote Michael Jackson, you need to start with the man in the mirror or woman. Because they are no longer the problem. Again, I think I use this analogy. It's like drinking 10 different bottles of poison and expecting one of them to give you longer life.
yes,
Poison is supposed
and
to hurt and or kill you. Or let me put it. I'm gonna ask you. I made up this game. I was gonna do this for our first short video, but let me do it here. I'm gonna ask you guys 15 questions. I know it's kind of lengthy, but bear with me. 15 questions.
we're on the right podcast. Moving on.
So okay, listen. First question. If you heard that a scorpion stung an animal or a human being, would you be surprised or would you ignore it since it's a regular scorpion and a regular scorpion thing to do?
Ignore.
Okay. If you heard that a cow was producing milk or said moo, would you be surprised or angry or astonished, or would you ignore it since it's a regular cow thing to do?
Ignore.
Regular call thing.
If you saw a lion hunt, kill, and eat a gazelle, would you be surprised or ignore?
Ignore.
If you
Yeah, I
saw
would miss it.
a lawyer practicing law, would you be surprised or ignore?
No.
No, I wouldn't.
Hmm? If you saw a fisherman fishing, would you be surprised or ignore?
No.
If you
Wouldn't be
saw a
surprised.
comedian telling jokes, would you be surprised or would you ignore?
The last one I miss it.
If you saw a comedian telling jokes, would you be surprised or ignore?
In this day and age, hell yeah, I'll be surprised. I'm just saying.
Oh, so, okay, hold on, no.
That is,
Don't go
hey,
after
that's
outside of the
why.
PC culture.
No, that's why I
Surprise
opened my
or
mouth and
ignore?
I paused. But good.
Wow,
Surprise or
wow,
ignore? Surprise or ignore?
What? Ignore.
wow. Ignore per se,
All
but
right.
in this day and
So
age, fuck.
hold on. No. So it's safe to say that you trust a scorpion to do scorpion things, yes? Yes or no?
Mm,
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Are you trying to say that?
that's such a
Hold on,
strong
Bradshaw.
word.
Just
Hold on, Bradshaw.
let me finish the question. Just bear with me, please. Going back to the first example, you trust a scorpion to do scorpion things, yes or no?
Mm.
Yeah,
You trust a cow to do cow things, yes or no?
yeah,
You trust a lion to do lion things, yes or no?
yeah,
You trust a lawyer to do lawyer things, yes or no?
yeah.
You trust a comedian to do comedian things, yes or no?
Yeah, I would say yes, Ian.
You trust a fisherman to do fisherman things, yes or no?
I would say yes.
Okay then. So why is it that if you're in a relationship with a fuckboy, you get surprised when he does fuckboy things?
Isn't that the?
Fair
Isn't that?
enough.
Why is it that when you're in a relationship with a bad bitch, you get upset when she does bad bitch things? And last
Yeah.
question. When you get
Mhm.
surprised at these people doing what they're supposed to do or what's in their job description, are you really upset with them or are you upset with yourself for being a fucking idiot? Sorry, not a fucking idiot, for being fucking stupid.
Well, I think the reason why the resentment eventually comes with those kind of people is because they have a self-fulfilling what's that word called again?
Prophylactic.
Anything you want to call it. But they make up their mind say it's their job or they can do the impossible. I can change her. I can change.
That's a delusion, but okay.
Yeah, but hold on, but there's a lot of people who hold on to them kind of them cognitive dissonance there. There's a lot of people who hold on to them belief system there. Like for instance, a man will wait years for our next man marriage for end. So he can run in upon the wife. Or the woman have wait years of the relationship finally gone rocky. That's a form of cognitive dissonance too. But you have people do it every day. Wait, sleeping, praying. But by the time this person go through all of the traumas and all of the hardships and all of the heartache of this next relationship, you know, they what them say. When I leave this person, I am all yours. Like, does anybody ever sit back and think before them say, "Yes, I will wait for you. I will wait for you."
I'm doing that shit.
No, what I know, but you have people who do though. You
I
have
know.
people who will wait faithfully. I not feel aware. I mean, Forrest Gump was probably one of my favorite movies, but it was also one of the worst.
I hated Jenny.
Oh God, you have no idea how I loathe that bitch. But anywho, loathe her. But anyways, right?
Anyway, shit, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I think
I
we
mean, it's
covered
not
that when we talk about the friend zone thing, the friend zone topic.
What?
man. Yeah, them rubbish. I mean, make your blood boil.
People waiting on other people's relationships are waiting for people to get their shit right. Like, no, don't do that shit. Move
Oh,
on.
oh, no. Like, I remember I was naive one. I used to hold on to them madman belief that say, just give them time. They'll change. They'll come around. I mean, I
What
used to
about
believe in
yourself?
that.
Not important.
That's what I just said. And I used to believe in that garbage one time. I used to hold on on the Disney Channel believe say, you know, if I just be the good guy and just wait and when her heart is breaking, I'll be there to help heal. Me never know since blood clot girl I use me for bomba, heal her heart when him fuck it up. When him step on it and spit on her. I was
Hey,
that I never know say I never know I was being used.
you know what I
I,
dislike as well?
hmm?
When someone likes you and then they wait until you're in a relationship. I've always liked you. Like, what?
Yeah.
The fuck
Even
am I supposed to do with this now?
I never understood that shit. Mr.
I'm
Orlando said,
actually happy.
why you waiting so flipping long? Huh? Why you waiting
You know
until
the
I'm
part?
done?
Like,
So
if I
doctor,
actually said that, if I actually approached you before, and like you was like, no, friend zone, I was like, ah, cool, moving on with life, and you're like, I actually liked you.
why? Why no? Why? I would have asked, and I know I'd sound so. Oh my God, he's so petty. Why is he asking her that? He should have cared that she
Hold
likes him.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Pause. What's wrong with being petty? What is wrong
Why?
Exactly.
with being? Well, I know what is wrong with being petty. Petty might be one. Yo, if there was
Petty
a
get shit
hold
done.
on, no. If there was a trap card in real life, petty would be that trap card. I activate my petty card.
Daily.
Why are you speaking to me now?
Choose violence.
When I look like the hunchback of Notre Dame, you never give a shit. So now that I look something like Justin Bieber, the black version, now you want to speak to me? Bitch, fuck you.
Hold on there. I had
I'm
an
just I'm just saying.
I had an ex when she met me. This was during what? Rugby and karate at the time. So a nigga jacked and chiseled like hell. This girl look at me and tell me, say, oh, oh, she doesn't really like muscular dudes. And I'm like, what? You're probably the first female I've ever heard say that to me. Why, pray tell? Oh, it's just, I can't bother, because girls this and whatever. I'm like, oh, so it's not the fact that I'm muscular. It's the fact that you can't keep up or you don't want to compete with nobody. No, for what? Blah, 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 blah. That's what I prefer leaner men. And I'm like, oh, for real? Cool. Years later, saw her drooling over a picture of a dude that was not even half as big as I was. And I'm like,
Dario, what is wrong with you?
Like
wow.
I don't know who that girl is, but
You made your point the first time.
Irony of all of this is you've met her. Well, anywho, before. Yes, you have.
the sister.
You have. Yes, you
Why
have.
y'all call people name on the Dario?
That's when I call the name. You
Dario.
realize that quite
Dario.
sensitive working with the remote?
No, you, Bradshaw. Dario, yes, you're ready for lambast me for call people name pop podcast and look what you just do. What is wrong with you?
Yo, the beautiful.
The scrum half sister or the
I
hooker's cousins.
I didn't hear the name, so I won't confirm shit. But the point still stand. Years later,
The
we are
scrum half sister, the hooker's cousins, or the fly half sisters.
nah. But I'll say this. I'll say this. When I heard the words that, oh, he looks so good, and I'm like, what about him? His brain? I could never embody your talk, bro. She's like, oh yeah. I mean, I've changed a bit, and I'm like, you had an action figure when you were with me. and you cycle for your Kendall now. Cause that's how I see it. That's how and I know it sounds so wrong when we say it that way, because it sounds like no, I'm not being disgruntled about the situation. It's just, if I was to compare me back then to compare to him look now, I'm still the action figure in the conversation.
Choose violence.
He's like Browley. Stronger. Getting stronger.
That's nothing like a twig. That's still nothing like a twig. Even if it was Brawley, well, we know would have dead, but I'm just saying, if he was like, 7 foot something, and I look upon him, I'm like, and that's awkward. Yeah, that's one thing we love about being a man. We analyze the danger. Is it worth getting my ass kicked over this bitch?
No woman is worth that.
Yo, and I recommend that to any man. If you realize that you're the one fighting over her, she's the one who has all the leverage, not you. Whenever you're the one putting out too much, she has the leverage, not you.
A lesson I learned very quickly this year.
You're messaging, you're leaving gifts, you're leaving roses and all this bullshit, and she can barely find time to entertain a 5-minute conversation. You're the one that's more interested than her, sir. You're the woman in the relationship. You're her bitch. Most people don't like to hear that. Oh God, why would you say that? That's so mean. But it's the truth. This is why people not change. This is why people won't change. Because nobody, and I said this to somebody one time too. Let's say, do you know why more and more like upscale rich people normally marry rich people? Because they understand money. They understand the habits of money. They understand the desires and the temptations that come with money. I'm confused. Why poor women, when they meet up when they're with rich men, if a girl inbox you, DM you, or text you, you for some strange reason forget that the man, the multi-million dollar or the multi-business owning man, this is the same man, this female have messaged you, text you, call you, FaceTime, whatever, and I'm about to tell you, say, him a cheat on you. Stop. Think for a second. This stranger who does not know you has no affiliation, don't have nothing, quote unquote, to benefit from telling you this. I'm saying, why? Do you know me? Why is it so easy for women to take what she says as law compared to your word as the man? When you try to explain it out, not let that not go on. It has to be true. It has to be true. I just don't know. But why would she just DM me like this? Why would she inbox me? Why would she be in my DMs? You are with a very rich and probably very powerful man, a man that's in multiple industries. Why do you think it's not possible that she could have ulterior motives? And that should be, honestly, even though I don't believe copy no other content creator, but we need to drop words a day in every podcast. Because I believe we're supposed to learn something from it. Because ulterior, people need to know what some of them words that will come out of our mouth mean. Because people here where use certain quote unquote big word and I show them little education for a man. No, you're supposed to learn something from the conversation. And I will not stop saying this as a black activist. Yes, though, I want to learn. And this is why crippled black people don't want. All right, and I'm gonna say this too. Let me finish the point when I originally was getting at. Why do you think rich black men and rich black women are rich people in overall? Why when them reach a certain age or a certain tax bracket, even if the final say the husband or the wife cheated, the husband or the wife that were cheated on don't initially just divorce immediately. There's a reason why. And it's not because they love them and this. Some of them, yes, love, but there's a reason why majority of them don't just up and leave. Marriage is a business. I decide to don't marry. It's a venture. Where the quality will be up high with what I have to say. It's done correctly.
Roger,
Yep.
getting
Hello.
low a while ago.
Sorry, yeah, hear me now?
Yeah.
I'm saying marriage is an investment for both sides of the coin. You can't think say money is going to be loyal. Alpha and oh shoot. Not funny. I was watching this thing called Marriage Boot Camp, Love and Hip Hop Marriage Boot Camp. You know an artist known as Nore? Nore? Nore. Look him up.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, you probably heard one or two of him song them. Nor has been around. But anywho, Nor is the perfect, even though he is an entertainer, Nor is the perfect example of an alpha man. Oh my God. And me I watch the thing with my wife and me I hear the woman a complain and I'm like, but what did y'all think mine and alpha look like? This is the perfect. I say to my wife, for anybody, anyone of your female friends who said them want an alpha man, tell them to watch this episode tell them to watch this season of your call it again. Um, marriage boot camp. Nor care mostly, if not 99% of the time, about himself. And him not doing in a malicious way. He's been married for 14 years. But his purpose and him come first. He comes first. His wife and kids come after. And every woman on that blood clad show. Of course, the man say, I treat the girl like she a servant and this and I'm like, what the fuck do you think an alpha wants from a wife? Do you think an alpha wants a business partner all time, woman? When Noah walk into a room, everybody answers to him. He answers to no one. And I'm like, but that's what most of son want. That's the definition of an alpha male. A man that puts himself and in purpose first. Quote unquote himself first, then in purpose. But yet, and see, that's why Kevin Samuels, shout out to the Godfather. But and I lie I tell, it is considered ridiculous. Women want alpha men, but don't understand. So if you are with an alpha, you will always be second or third or fourth behind the alphas. Give and take. Corporate leaders, business execs.
Why when you need an alpha, you complain when he does alpha things?
Son, it makes no sense. That's why I make sure to tell my wife. When me and I watch it, I was like, but what he's behaving. My wife's like, oh, he's so mean. He's not thinking about her. And I'm like, that's what an alpha is supposed to do. An alpha is solely upon himself. A beta is solely about you. Women only need to figure it out. Try and find a sigma male. A sigma is the perfect blend of both red and blue pill. But the problem with a sigma male is this. Sigmas are quicker to be introverts. And most women want an outspoken, dominant Marco. A sigma male can be dominant, but he's dominant on his terms, not to make you feel good or give a damn about how you feel. That's the problem. Society has structured women to believe, say, if the man doesn't do it initially for you, he's doing it for himself. he's not putting you first. And I'm like, who tell her that nonsense? When a man pick up himself and have to be all these great things, do you think it come easy? Do you think anybody gives a damn if he's doing the job right or not? No. He's either I'm doing it or he's not doing it. I hate that society has structured women to believe, say, if he's not, washing your feet, kissing them, quite good, he doesn't care. And then that's where the unrealistic
So if
expectation,
I'm busy washing your feet, who's gonna win the bread that you want me to win?
and that's where the cookie, and that's how the cookie crumbles. Because me tell anybody this, say you have to choose. You have to choose. You want an alpha, then you're going to be second or third or fourth in another man's life. Because I do. All right, most women. Do you even know what an executive wife is? All right, let me go. Let me go into the realm of business for a second. Do most women know what an executive wife is? Does anybody know? Do you know, Doy? Do you know, Doctor? In the business world, what to a man? Why? What is when a woman is called an executive wife in the business world? What does that mean?
Executive wife.
Mm-hmm.
Run the household, I guess.
In the business world, come on, Doy, you're a smart dude. You too, Doctor. If you give up, let's say I'll answer.
I gave up.
It's not necessarily giving up. You just want to formulate it.
Mm-hmm. Let me give you the easiest example of an executive wife. An executive wife is whichever woman that's in that man's life other than his actual wife. So you have business leaders, heads of government, etc., that have
Oh, you
women.
mean the work wife?
There you go. She would be considered the executive because she's his executive secretary. So, and apart from his actual wife, she makes sure that he gets his coffee, his
His
appointments.
schedule is set and all that stuff.
Well, I know she works extremely late alongside him. So when the 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock hour, they're still there at the office. She's the one who's there to make sure that he eats something while and answering the calls, rub his feet, rub his shoulders. Yes, believe it or not, the secretary takes on wifely duties. She knows what to get him to drink. He doesn't have to ask her. She knows what he wants to eat. He doesn't have to ask her. She has a outline of what this man needs from her. So for those women who say them want a man who are CEO, man who are CFO, and people who are COO.
Hold on, CFO, constant fucking wait. What?
Chief financial officer. You girl.
Any fool. Again,
I'm sorry.
like people, you can't change people. So, anyway, so for those who, oh, yeah, me come on.
No, do
Oh,
you think
okay.
there's a cat outside my outside door? I'm going to try and make some noise and get it away. Sorry.
So, any fool, the executive wife. Don't understand that. That's what's killing most of them. Hold on for a second.
Yep.
I wish no ill for nobody,
you can, I believe, if you want it and you believe you can attain it, go for it. But
You
don't be
left.
offended, don't be vexed when it reach yeah. So when you get what you look for, understand what you get. And I said that to anybody. That way, look at
Understand it before though.
true. That way, before I meet with the KC Old Boys Association up here in Florida, in Miami, do you think I'm going to go unprepared? Nothing is more a breath of fresh air to a college man when a next college man do him homework before him come to meet him. Especially the
True.
old have their money already, KC Old Boys. You understand? And I know to some man, oh my God, he already knows I'm already a KC man. Why me have to prove myself again? You kind of have to, especially when it comes to people investing not only their money, but also their reputation into you. Because people fail to understand that word, that R word, is very powerful. Reputation. It can either make you or break you in the world of business. But yeah, and I wish women would approach men the same way. That's what I said when the whole Meghan Merkel fuckery completely pissed me off. There's no way in hell you gotta tell me, said before you meet Harry, you did not do a Google search to who the fuck Prince Harry is. Seriously? Are you? And I'm like, wow. And yet there are dumb women across the world, and a few dumb men across the world that actually believe Meghan Markle when she lied. And I'm like, really? Really?
Marry into the royal family who still has countries enslaved, and wow, they're racist to you. What a twist.
Well, you see, no, that chair right here. I'm gonna read short back by saying, yes, and Jamaica could have walked from the British monarchy long fucking time, but them still up underneath them ass cheeks, right?
Yep.
I believe Ryan. I agree with Ryan Davis. I kind of said the same thing.
I
She's
digress.
just vexed because they didn't accept her, even though she's white passing for a black person, like
Okay.
most other white people did, or even borderline racist white people did in Hollywood.
But sir, even though them borderline, a lot of the quote unquote non-racist black men know that their friends in Hollywood are racist. Like I say, same thing with Harvey Weinstein. Everybody, oh my God, it's so horrible. I'm just like, nah, someone who went to Harvey house and here Harvey fuck out the people in the back room and have the script and read it. I'm asking that question. Power doesn't make people do nice things for the most part, especially when it's coming from, you know, especially when it's coming from somewhere that's being motivated by lust or, you know, not erotic,
Well, greed.
lust and erotic. It is.
I just don't see how the collective world feels sorry for a girl that is literally holding this man hostage with his child. But no, we're gonna have to talking about. I really never want to talk about this again.
Straight that
Cause
far off.
I know, but you know, a part of me feels sorry for Harry, but another part doesn't make me feel sorry for him because I just think as a man, we as men should see the danger signals going off in our brain saying, yo, something not here, right? I get that he was kinda sorry to ish back into a kind of, but bruh, if your whole family, as fucked up as they are against this woman, something is off.
I feel that way. Plenty thing can be said about the Queen. But
At least she's consistent.
true. And we kind of find it hard to believe that she can be truly 100% racist as how this girl is trying to paint her. You know why me can't believe that? Because the Queen of England did something that nobody else has ever imagined she would do. There was a black singer known as Nat King Cole, one of the most velvet voices you'll ever hear in your entire life. And when the Queen met him, the same year she met Elvis, she took off her gloves and shook that man's hand. Them say you can tell when the Queen truly like you, you know. When you see she shake your hand with the gloves on, that's just being, you know, elegant, and, you know, professional. So when she take off that glove, this is her personally admiring you. So again, wheel and come again. Again, we're not saying that she can't have some in her blood, you know. But come on, yo.
No,
I mean, she would have been thought to be racist, so if she wasn't, then
come on.
That-
You
that
control
would
a
be awkward.
nation that has enslaved other nations. Of course, here and most of those nations just happen to have black people in them. Of course, you have a bit of racism in there. But again, you can't be. It's the same. And I really never wanted to bring this nigga up. You notice that we bring up this nigga every single podcast. You know? Again, Hitler is hailed as the most dangerous man in the world. And again, just because he killed a bunch of Jews, but why did he really do it? Like, do you people realize that there are worse people out there than this man? And why he did it? He did it through what? His beliefs of what? God.
He isn't the worst. There's way worse. But
Bradshaw, we know this, but there are dumbasses out there, books
He's not
and
top 10.
Wikipedia pages, YouTube channels dedicated to this man being the worst in history. So that's why I always have to refer. Don't get me wrong, I'm not defending his actions. I mean, it's a bit extreme, but there's a part of me that understands. There's always going to be a part of me that understands some of these dictators.
the history books would purposely, you know, misguide you to don't make you know. Say he actually tried to ship all of the Jews to Madagascar. That was originally his original plan. His goal was
Plan B was genocide.
His plan B was the actual genocide. Now people don't know that. So believe
Get rid
it or
of
not,
them or get rid of them.
It's
humane
hard.
version
It's hard.
first.
It kind of sketchy. You know, so yo, his first thought when capturing them. Why don't we just kill them all off?
No, he didn't.
No, man. I say anybody who reads that who actually have a little bit of sense, the little bit of us that do. What's the way I look on that? I say, wait,
No,
just like that.
But here's the thing, though. Words. Who said words aren't important? Clearly, not understand media and social, for that matter. The simple removing of two words, an entire statement sound like you would have kicked puppies and you hate babies and all that shit. Just by changing one or two words around. You understand? So for them people who believe, say, just
Why
words.
did you want to ship them to Madagascar, though?
I don't know.
That doesn't sound religious.
Maybe he was simply trying to save them from themselves. Who knows?
There's
so many questions I have about Hitler. It was just so weird.
But the whole point is people defend the Jews. I said, oh, the Jews were so innocent. They did no wrong, bruh. Really? You wanna really go take that high horse? That means the Spain are the most and Italians are the most innocent people on this planet. Then
the British.
Let's go back to the main topic, right? So that girl who made that guy fuck and in Boston. All right. Here's my problem with all of this. Right? Say she started to
Bradshaw, break up again.
You're breaking up.
Show them ugly. So just feel pregnancy symptoms, them, eh?
Yeah.
Cool. Why not terminate it, knowing the level of backlash? But then again, from what you've described, she's with a beta male. Because there's no way in God's green earth I would have comfortable with knowing, say, me gonna name a youth for me who
I
the
have a theory
father
as well.
friend.
She's
Mhm.
Oh.
keeping the baby so that she can continuously get money from the man.
That's it. See, that's
I
it.
wouldn't go that far. I mean, you don't.
Then why not? She has 100 grand or remnants of 100 grand.
Fair
Why
enough,
not
Dario.
terminate it?
I'm just looking at it from this perspective.
Mhm.
Say she terminates the child before it becomes a problem. Who's to say this nigga isn't just go? She just not gonna just end up like a next woman in Jamaica and just end up fucking dead. No, look from it from that perspective as well. But again, it's going to be her fault because you had sex with this man and get rid of the picnic. Even though he clearly doesn't really care for it, but still, Jamaican men attach themselves to some weird ass shit. Let's put it like that.
Not necessarily, you know. It's biology. We don't know
True.
society. We don't know why society make it seem as if men, real men, hate being fathers. Don't get it twisted. I mean, I have a soon to be 3-year-old, and there are times where mother life would just pick her up by one leg and shake her. I said one leg and shake her.
Well, I mean, you're Bradshaw, so I'm pretty sure it's not impossible.
Anywho. And
If she gets an abortion, who's to say she won't fuck him again?
there you go. Another easy 100 grand. So look on it this way, now, people. And I know, Dario, your scenario make more sense now that I think about it. They're down on them luck. Not really a go on for them. A man offer literally $100,000. Flat out cash. And this misconception that women want love, that's another fallacy. The fallacy enough people don't want to get over. I know girls, good girls, where if a man a flash 200, or let's say a man a flash same $100,
You not have to put money to it, Bradshaw. You not have to put money to it. Women would do anything if they just saw his smile alone. We know this.
Did I ever tell y'all guys about this one time? It was a Friday.
And we reached the part of the segment where we go to Bradshaw story time.
That's our fun. Nothing too long, sir. Anywho. So
Dario.
what?
No, I'm actually sleepy. Don't mind me.
I've done nothing wrong yet. Anywho.
Yes.
So
I am not overlooking that statement, but continue.
Saturday night. On a Friday, I'm in the barber shop, right? Cutting my hair. This girl steps in, and you can tell she would be considered the local batters. For those of you who don't know what a batters is, a whore, a woman you can easily get sex from, you know, loud, vulgar, don't know if to chat to people, don't know if to take a compliment, don't even know if to... Yeah, let's leave it at that.
A
She's
village
one of them.
bicycle.
There you go. So we're in the barber shop, right? Chilling, right? We are talking about something different, you know, and she come in there with her excitement, and the barber, it was like a thought slayer. So he start the conversation off with her, and I just keep quiet and I listen to her go and transpire. And girl say, oh, she love gunman, man. What? Should I fuck any gunman and now if you ask him for nothing, man? Man, me not ask gunman.
Roger?
Stop,
Hello?
stop, go by. Following, you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, After gunman, you went silent.
I went to the local eatery, community, $100 food, $200 food, poor people style. So, I stand up in a line away upon, my little sauce for shape up. She walks up beside me and said, "Walk, friend, they can buy me a bag, please."
I remember this story.
And I was like, because I'm saying, no, let's see how typical this girl take me for. Boom. So, can buy me the food? I say, yeah. Let me ask you a question. Can beg you one fuck? the flabbergasting and no, you boy, me can't do that, me can't do that. Me can't do that, me can't do that. We don't know you like that, me can't do that, me can't do that. So then, she lined up for herself for, the finisher. Really? But yeah, you fuck a gunman and don't know him, but him can get it for free. You fuck a gunman for free, but me I forgive you. But me, my little 250, you want me to give you for buy food. But a gunman can fuck you for free, but me want a one fuck and me I give her food and the problem. I just turn on just turn around and watch. She turn and walk away. She not say her next word to me. I say, yeah man. Some people say, oh my God, that is so mean. That is so harsh. You can't do that. You don't know if she was really hungry. You don't know if she was just talking of a storm. You have to understand something when it comes to men.
Imagine if you said some shit like that.
Thank you very much. You beat me to it though, but that's exactly that. As a man, can you imagine if I said some shit like that? How outraged any woman in the round us right in the local vicinity was hearing how should I go on? If they would hear me make them comment that, how them would have tear me to pieces.
Let's say you walked up into a salon. It's like, I only fuck women with good hair. I only fuck women with Remy.
Them would have murdered me.
I only spend money on light skinned women. I only spend money on women with big bottoms.
Yo, you want me to start a fire? It's like you just want all the smoke. We can't start a fire right now,
Let me stop there before I ignite the doctor's light.
Can't afford another one of that. But may I tell you this though. She, like I know it's about the
I'm going for Bradshaw phone tonight.
Yo.
You're not hearing me? Hello?
You're chipping in and out for some reason.
I hate this phone. Anywho. Yeah, hear me now?
Yeah.
So I believe what Dario said. This girl, that woman, whatever you want to call her, she does want to name the child in the man's name. I'm on the show, look. You don't have to be a genius. Just add 2 and 2 together. Down on our luck, 1. Don't want that shit to fit in 2.
Bradshaw.
Hey. Someone just pulled up into my driveway.
The fuck? Excuse my language.
Okay then. Some interesting shit. Where was I? Where was I? Oh yeah. Yeah, I
She
believe.
wanted money.
Yeah, has to be. I mean, everything is just lined up that way. You can't say, oh, she never think this thing through and she want to give you the man name. And I'm like, he's trying to turn the man in on father. Who the big man ever said want to be a father? So why you give him father role and all that nonsense? There's so many red flags all over this. Like, to go down to the nitty gritty of this is crazy. At the wrong house. Yep, I parked at the wrong. Yeah, that's just
Hello.
Impause. Yo, how long have we been recording for?
About 1 hour 40.
Jesus. Funny thing, we had actually one more topic to cover.
What?
Alpha females. But we're not doing that tonight because I honestly can't go to my bed without bathing. I'm gonna feel weird.
True, I need to go wash off before I go back to bed.
We just feel like delete WhatsApp. Like, why WhatsApp are full up every minute? Sure.
Can I tell you? Oh boy.
You're gonna start no time this week.
Where's that?
You're gonna start no time this week.
Yeah, I'm going back Thursday.
Oh, Thursday. Okay.
They have a match Friday.
So the man them don't get no rest.
Issa is trying to race the competition.
Just because of COVID. I'm gonna tell you.
But racing it doesn't change anything.
Everybody just are losing collective minds, yeah, man. Yeah, brother.
Bro, it's like the people who run Issa have never played sports in their life.
Just can't bother the foolishness, yeah, man. Because they can't bet say rugby start, but them are going to try to give a timeline if you want to come for things where them never have nothing to do with before.
sorry about that. The wife, checking up on me. I mean, it's after 1 and I'm outside.
Hi, Lynn.
I'm outside. Anyways, what I said, Carl, did you not get? But anywho, but me still try to hold on to the point here.
Yeah, she add 1 and 2 things together and you basically get your money share look.
It's money. It's all financial, really. And to the point where the boyfriend is aware that she got pregnant for this man. And on top of that, she had tried to force the thing upon the boyfriend, for boyfriend accept the child. Come on, son. That's a check for her. That's really all it boils down to. And the fact that the man willing to give her $100,000 for fuck it one time, that's also kind of clear. So him have money. 100 grand for a fuck. Just saying. And when you think
Like if he got a prostitute, it would be cheaper.
oh hell, way cheaper. Not saying we pay for prostitute, but I'm just saying, way cheaper. Sure. Your place, you ever stretch a road near Agley Park Road? I can name a few stretches where I've driven past. Where
Wait, there are
4,000.
prostitutes on Hagley Park Road?
Eh?
There are prostitutes on Hagley Park Road?
Of course, yeah. Shoot. All Lindus Road have prostitutes. Just saying, sir. Anything after 12 o'clock, you'll be surprised who. You're surprised who a prostitute.
I'm learning.
Anything. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There's a lot all over. And I'm saying 2 or 3 grand. get the works. Fee money. It's not worth it. But again, women are stupid. $100,000 for this one fuck. He has money. It's not that difficult. It's really not. And the boyfriend bitching and with his beta male ass, probably going to be vexed about it. But she's not going to let him harm that child. You mad? That's her gravy basket. Mad? I don't mean nobody fool her, yeah? That's her gravy basket. That's not she and the boyfriend. I mean nobody fool her, yeah? That money is hers. I tell her this. Let me show you how much a man and woman different. I'm in America, right? Where a dollar is a dollar, where a dollar actually has value, right? My wife will go out with me. No, me and nothing of work with money because she call like say, and sometimes I love surprise her and say, oh, I left my wallet. And she spend her money. But otherwise than that, and I'm a strong believer of this, you're a man, you're a provider. You have to spend your money too. So, spend money. So, here's the thing now, right? Now say I have a problem spending money. It's just that, well, you see when it's your money in question, really different circumstance. Say the cost. Say the thing what me I try buy at $15, right?
Yeah.
She needs a full description. Where was it made? What type of material was it made from? What kind of life she's going to have? Because if she's going to spend her money, she wants to know that, but what I'm going to get for myself is worth the money that she's spending it on. I realize there's two way completely different mindsets.
Yep.
She wanted, we have it. No questions. Your money is in question. A whole different situation. But I'm gonna know at the end of the day, no matter how much you love a woman, how much you care. Don't care too much. There's a thing called them say it's not what you say. Sometimes the things that you don't say. Mark still helping me get it. She's not giving me that money. She's helping me get it. Being doctor, who are 15 Mark, there are times when she does say and don't ask for fee. With women, want it back. That's for me, you and Dario that meet up eventually. I was supposed to have a drink. And by 2 it's a long
You
time.
got dogs?
No, that's my background.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, this is America, sir. People call police and all that shit. You know what I mean? Make me have work tomorrow morning, which I do. Make me have work tomorrow morning and your dog about next door and I can't sleep. Call police. America, sir. These people don't care. Surprised we don't call police for me yet. Anyways, they haven't, but I'm just saying.
You recognize it.
I say forgive her them. Anyways. But yeah, women tend to think of themselves first. Men, especially men, younger men, And even a few mature one them who never quite learned the lesson the first time. Them say it's not what a person says, it's what them do. Or what they're not willing to do. You should pay attention to. There's no sense in investing into and something looking up number one. Do all own themselves. Not worth it. Beta male, that's it with. Although that word seems offensive to someone, it is what it is. No offense intended, but it's what it is. You're making this girl,
Damn.
you're making this girl use you. Crap is not cool. And she's not using you for the betterment of both of y'all. She's using you for her. You are invested in her. She's not invested in you.
So I mean, if this guy stays and gives the child his name, she'll have the best of both worlds. She'll have the
Correct.
child who's a cash cow and the man who's treating her like a princess
Mm-hmm.
or treating her whole like a housewife.
Mm-hmm.
I said what I said. She's a hoe.
She is.
I literally called her a bitch 500 times earlier and there was silence. I'm pretty sure it's okay.
No, it's not because you're a man. Because you have a penis, and
You're always wrong. You're
Okay.
evil.
I mean,
You're
history.
bad.
I mean, history has proven that theory to be wrong. But I mean, whatever the SJWs and feminists want to believe.
but yet, sad as this shit may seem, the same man them who are wrong for every fucking thing. We built the world that they enjoy and cuss we over. We built the fucking world. We built the machines that build the roads. We built the houses that they sleep in. The AC that keep them cool. The comforter will wrap on them ras. You feel, Mickey? Society never even understand tomorrow. Society never realize if men were to up and vanish tomorrow, how much people would have dead in just the first day alone. The amount of lives would vanish. Them SJWs better keep the mask quiet, them no good for them. And the feminists, them can talk all matter mad shit, but make something happen. The first thing them do, they go quiet. When coronavirus happening, every feminist turn into a blood clad, a conformist. Every feminist turned into a conformist during the pandemic. Did we not forget that? Did you hear any one of them say, "No, women, this is where we should stand up and show the male class that we don't need them. We
If
should
they
get up."
won't defend their own race from a literal male beating the shit out of them in MMA, you expect them to do anything about that? This, please. They did what I expected them to do.
Not a goddamn thing.
Yep.
Not a goddamn thing.
Yep.
Absolutely nothing.
You see when you have expectations of someone to be, it's kind of like me when I'm supporting my two shit teams. Deep down, I know they won't improve, but there's a slimmer of hope they will. But I know deep down they'll still be shit. It's the same thing with feminists and SJWs. You want them to be better. You wish they could be better, but deep down you know they're never going to change. Not until someone who actually has some form of common sense takes the reins of those two ideologies. And we both know that's going to happen like what? After they both die out?
A good portion have to die out
Yep.
first. A good portion of them have got dead out first. And then for the misinformed younglings that were left behind, we just need a mass re-education shit because femininity, marries with my boss today about same femininity and women and this and that, and we go back and forth and friendly back and forth. Friendly back and forth. Let's say, may I ask you a question? Can you say from your day to day, do you see women behaving girly anymore? She paused like she not understand. I say, you know what I mean by girly. I mean, flirting with your eyes, wearing dresses, smiling, them girly stuff there. She smiles. She said, no, she doesn't. And then she said the most modern, disingenuous shit I've ever heard.
This ought to be interesting. I'm all ears.
And she said, this is her comment afterwards. Well, this is the new age. This is the new world. Translation. Dealing with women who act as masculine as you is the new world. So,
Interesting.
fuck the way how you want your woman to chill and behave in her feminine. This is the new modern world. So, I said, I know. I told her no. I said, no. I said, no man, no real man. And this happened today. I said, no real man is going to put up with a woman that acts like she's a man.
First of all, he's not gay, so.
Thank you.
And why is it that you're saying this is a new age, yet still you're the only one that's changed?
Well, I'm not done yet. You see, because I don't want the conversation turn into an argument. But just make sure walk because my next comment would have been. So if what you're saying is true, why do you still wear the long hair and the makeup and the nails and get your shit done ever so often? Why then? Why are you dressing girly if this is the new age? This is the new way of doing things, right? Because that's what you said. I know her immediate response is, well, that may be the new age and all, but I'm not that.
Really? Words. Weird.
But that's the thing, though. When women talk, whether they be young, whether they be old,
it means more. It has more weight.
Because
they are the ones who are putting all their emotion behind it. So it's hard not to trust what they're saying they believe it.
There you go. And that's where most men fumble. You say most men did teach them things here up here. Most men wouldn't fall into the emotional, simple trap. Emotional friend zone. Let me hear a woman start talking about friend zone. Or say, oh, we can be friends. Oh, for real? All right, friend. And just walk away. Where are you going? This is how I treat my friends. Because I don't fuck my friends. So I'm going to look some pussy. Wow. Just like that? That's because I said I want us to be friends. I'm like,
yeah, but you don't fuck your friends either. Why are you upset?
oh my God. See logic. You see, oh my God. You see, that's called simple logic. What make you the try explain that to a girl a while ago? What is coming out, fuck you? That's coming out, fuck you.
Yes.
There you go.
Like,
we both established this.
Like, hold on. But I think every man should be honest and forthright about their actions. And every girl when we meet, we want to deal with them. Some of them we just want to fling them in at the bedboard and just give them a hard fuck. Let's just all be real here.
Well, I know. But the main problem with all of this, my bro, it's not the fact that these women, it's the men. We have to with a speed. It's the men who are cause of fuckery.
Yep.
It's the men. And we go hard upon women. Call a fucking spade a fucking spade. At the bomber claw man them cause woman them fear behave so. Now feel no fucking way.
Yep.
Yes, you see the bitch show you see pan bomber music videos are behave so. If men don't watch it, them can't. They won't do it. Because at the end of the day, validation is a woman's what? That's her high. Woman, I know a girl say, oh, just talking, conversation, you need not to be sexy. but just interacting with her, you staring into her eyes, validating what's coming out of her mouth, turns her on. Did you hear what I just said? You don't touch her body. You don't whisper no sexy nothings, but just giving her that what? Validation turns her on. Women do shit because men validate it. This is why, and again, I have to give respect to Curly Locks when him name call, but him right. Him say, yo, Luciano is a Luciano has been to all four corners of the earth. And Luciano don't have 1 million followers pan Bumbacla Instagram till his very day. And I think from almost last year, Curly Locks, he said that. I think since Luciano number go up, I'm not sure if he pass 1 million yet. But if it pass, congrats. But the point still remain. All you have to do is just have clean skin, a fat bumper, a cute face. You didn't even have to have big breasts. That's just a nice little rack.
Yep.
0.3 million subscribers. 4.5 million subscribers. Shit. You have niggas willing to pay bitches for just beard. Man willing to buy them bath water. Are you fucking serious?
Buying their used underwear, etc.
Simp shit. The men are to be blamed. Not
Yep.
I'm not telling like we go in pan woman, the man need to go in pan too. Them cause all this bullshit. Them cause it.
I mean, we kind of are the heads, so we should take the brunt of the blame.
No, but I mean, I'm pretty sure talk about it in the latest video. We are the cause of most of the downfall of what women's bad behavior are. Because we see them when I support this bullshit. Oh, girl, I've been guilty of it as well.
Yeah.
But it's the difference between the three of us and a couple few men out there that actually have enough sense is that we recognize where our faults lie and we are trying to fix it. The problem is we still have dumbasses out there doing the same mistakes we are trying to correct. So it's a repeating cycle, going in a circle, revolving around 360 degrees.
Ask people a question, you know that? So certain people when they make certain statements, they said, do you understand what the definition of insanity is? Some answer, some get it right, some don't get it right, some gets wrong, whatever the fuck. I'm like, logic will forever be hated because you can hide from it, you can shade it, you can jade it, you can cover it, but true logic is logic. And this is something, and no matter how people want to get vexed, this is why assholes will always win when it comes to chicks, because a man realizes you can't invest in women. Women have to invest in you. And when you show a woman say he's not that all that, that's when you win. I know it sounds very fuck up, but that's a very simple tactic, and this goes to all men across the board. And for all of the listeners, man, them who listen to this afterwards, if you don't know if you look woman, see it right there, some of them. Be interested, but not that interested.
I mean, that's the first thing that anybody who you ask for advice, yo, how do I do this? Don't fully commit to the action.
Yeah, well, here's the problem. Most men don't follow through when it comes to certain advice. You understand me? Men are stubborn, believe it or not, like every other
Too
creature.
stubborn, if I might add, too stubborn.
Men know how to get off a local man. Yo, this is a art form. This is like driving a car. This is tough. And I listened to a podcast the other day, tonight, it was yesterday, and the person made a very valid thing when we realized that most men don't want to. Man behaving like a woman. Man don't want to take rejection no more. Men have gotten so soft. Men understand, say, in the world of women, you got talk, if you talk to 100 women, How much out of the 100 do you believe will say yes? Even if you buck shuffle, because the more times you get rejected, it gets normal. The sting starts to lessen. You understand me? But no, you from KC. Them man there, immediately up here, so immediately get sent back to Jamaica for behavioral problems. But long story short, when them man there gone off a tree, and them man they gone New Kingston and wherever the girl them there, them man they behave like a swarm. them man they talk to every girl. And in friend them will sit down there and watch him get stricken out at least 40 times. And the man friend them just sit back and a laugh and some giggle, and one will say, yo dog, seriously dog, how what boy it what? Why you would how much girls just I'll shame you dog. Oh dog. Who you afraid? Yo, oh dog, you ain't ashamed dog. His response was, yeah, but me have 4 girls. Me get 4 out of him say 40 girls shoot him down. But him get at least 4 numbers that him have a call later. How much you no have? It's called the law of averages, gentlemen.
Yep.
It's called the law of averages. Believe it or not.
I mean that simple logic that's applied to just life itself. Video games, sports.
Yes.
Playing rugby, you get run over 10 times each match. But for those 10 times, you make 2-3 solid tackles that puts the opponent in a hospital. I say getting run over 10 times proves something useful. And I've just never understood why men who are supposed to be the sword and shield, technically speaking, are afraid of the brunt of rejection. Like, bruh, you can get goaded by your own teammates to do dumb shit, but a girl semi-breaking your heart is your final barrier. You're just weak then. You're not fit to be called a man, in my eyes. Honestly.
Well, look on it this way. Right? See, this is where again men fucked up. I get it. She's a bitch. She's a trifling whore. She wrong you. Wicked. Stylish. Fuck your father. She fuck your uncle. Fuck all the whole football team. I get it. Yeah, breathe out.
Call name.
Dario, fuck off. Fuck off.
Breathe out.
Yo.
Moving on.
Yo.
It happened. Leave it at that. It did happen.
Especially at college, but we don't talk about it.
Nobody gives, and this is also something most men need to get in them head too. Just as much as I talk to the women, they don't hear this stuff. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. For some of them, not all man, some man have sense. But for the soft one, them, nobody cares. Get that through on a little head, or on a big head, on a tough head. Nobody gives a fuck what you've been through. Nobody cares. Nobody really does. Really, they don't. If you're going under, sir, you're going under. You're done the sir. You're going to rise, sir. You're going to rise. Nobody cares. They shout your failures and they whisper your successes. There's a reason why that line has the title is very good. Nobody cares. You want your youth to understand the situation, say, And this is what we're going for. Men need to step up to the plate when it comes to the father procedure. Why boys are so soft in this day and age. No criticism can go across a man's head now. No man wants stab man. They tell him the truth. Same father, this up. Hey boy, me kill you and literally draw a blade to kill people nowadays. So that's it. Society has to change. And the men, I'm sorry.
Have to lead the change
Have to.
or lead the charge.
They have to. And that's all I'm saying. You want change, you have to be the change. I know everybody's listening to that shit at least one time in their life. You have to be the change that you want to see. Oh yeah. That's it for me.
Yep, pretty much.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I want to thank you again for tuning in to another. This is probably one of my favorite episodes so far. Episodes
Really?
of controversial.
Really?
Let me live.
No. Hold on. So compared to the, all right, you know what my favorite episode is? Why men should mourn during sex.
Okay, then. I said it's one off, not the favorite, but anyway.
Yeah, honestly, I've watched that one recently again. I've actually listened to it recently again. I'm like, okay. Yeah, yo, honestly, I do listen to this stuff. Yo, believe that or
But I tell you like, Bradshaw,
not, you know, and again,
when you start, when the question was asked to you, genuinely, I really do. Though it look for me, then me hear Rajiv sneaker in, and I just started laughing. I had no reason to. It's like me just remember some foolishness the man they said earlier in the night. I'm just like, oh shit, here we go again.
Anyway,
yes,
ladies and gentlemen, please leave a like if you like the content, if you like the conversation, a dislike if you disagree with us or you want to argue. And you can argue with us in the comments. We genuinely do welcome it.
Especially
We
females.
more than likely, we may not be very disrespectful to you, but we will argue with you if you so choose.
Unless you're part of a certain political group, you know. Just saying.
I'll still tell you to go fuck yourself.
illogical, not emotionally charged. Like, yes, please bring
I'm not
logic.
emotionally charged. I'm just dark as fuck. Don't let the light skin fool you.
Really? You know what? I'm going to give you that one just because.
Like, share, comment, and do subscribe if you want to listen to more content like this. We're gonna start having some short videos coming soon. And yeah, thanks again. Stay safe, stay awesome, and take care.
Awesome.